Ha ha ha.
Viewer discretion advised. Contains adult language, adult themes, horror, jump scares, blood and other things kids shouldn't see. There are spoilers for all 6 Five Nights at Freddy's games, the novel Silver Eyes, Lisa the Painful RPG, Undertale, the Shrek movies, and many other spoilers. Please enjoy Five Nights at Chara's. Night 1. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you are interested in more content like this.
Oh. It's you. It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me. You and your friends certainly turned the tables by murdering the murderer. Okay. Look. We both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. There is a mysterious group that is killing everyone that knew too much about Freddy's. Most of the people that came with you have been killed. These people are destroying all traces of Freddy's. They've already got the toy animatronics location and Fazbear diner. Now they are coming for the original Freddy Fazbear's pizza. If those terrible people come, they will destroy our eternal greatest day. Please come home and stop them, I beseech you. You must come as soon as you can. The 11th will be the day when everything goes wrong. Well, and if you come, that's the only way you can save John. John never forgot about you, after you left him in Utah. After all you had been through at Freddy's. You defeated a serial killer together. You really did make a great team. Now is your only chance to save both the only man you ever loved, and the pizza restaurant you have loved. See ya soon.
What's wrong, Mom?
Oh, hello, Charlotte.
Did you have another nightmare, Mommy?
I did, sweetie pea. But it's over now. But, we've got to get out of Boston, dear. We are going to return to my hometown. Would you fetch my computer?
Of course, Mommy. Here you go, Mom.
Thanks, dear. Why don't you come up here and sit on my lap? Okay. Let's see here. I got to get 2 plane tickets, and 2 train tickets to get to Hurricane, Utah. I'll call up John to see if he can drive me from New Harmony to Hurricane. Aha, here is his number. Take the computer, dear. Hello? John? Oh darn, I forgot it was 1 in the morning. John, this is important. I'm going to need you to pick me up around 10 in New Harmony. It's very important. It has to do with the deaths of Police Chief Clay Burke, Jessica, Carlton Burke, Marla, Jason, and Lamar. Everyone that knew about what happened at Freddy's is dead. Except for us.
That does seem just a little bit suspicious. Yeah, I'll help you. I'll meet you at the train station at 10 o'clock. See you soon.
Hello, may I have your tickets, please?
Here you go.
Interesting. Both of these boarding passes have the same first name on them? And no last name?
That is true. Neither of us have a last name. I named my daughter after myself. See? We have different birthdays. Thanks very much. Come on, Charlotte, let's get on the plane.
Hey, Mom, why don't we have a last name?
That's an interesting question. I don't know.
How could you not know?
My father never told me.
Why not? You've never told me about your father.
Well, sweetie, maybe it's the time I told you the story of my father. My father opened a pizza restaurant in the 1970s with my mother. My mother loved to help children, and my father loved to build animatronics. It's really the only thing he loved to do. His work was his life. Everything else came second, even when me and my twin brother came along. He did love us incredibly. But my brother Sammy and I never occupied all of his heart. We shared it with those machines he built. When my brother was kidnapped, and presumably killed, it destroyed both of my parents. It led to the closure of the restaurant, and the end of my parents' marriage. My father couldn't take the guilt of having his son disappear right from under his nose. He built an animatronic to kill himself. And it did. Some of my friends from school and I ended up killing the person who murdered my twin brother. I never wanted to return to that terrible restaurant, but I have to save my friend.
Wah. I never knew I had an uncle, or a grandfather. Or why you moved away from home.
Well, you'll need to be a good girl while you are here. I'm going to have to find somewhere for you to stay. What I've come back to do might be dangerous. It seems like we have landed.
We are about to arrive in New Harmony, Utah. Please gather your belongings if this is your stop, or make way for departing passengers.
Hello, John. It's wonderful to see you again.
I didn't know you had a daughter. How old is she?
1 year old?
Okay.
I don't have a husband though.
Okay. Let's get going. My car is parked outside.
Mom? Who is my father? It's okay, Mom. I love you. Let's get going.
Okay. So what's the plan? How are we going to figure out who's trying to kill us?
Well, first let's drop my little Charlotte off at Mrs. Burke's. Mrs. Burke might also have an idea of who killed her husband.
Okay. Let's get going.
Mrs. Burke. It's Charlie and John. We are here to figure out what happened to your husband and your son.
Come inside. It's not safe to talk about it outside. After all that happened at that pizza restaurant all those years ago. I cannot believe how many people have died recently. All of those kids. My son, and my husband. It's too much.
Do you know anything about what happened to your husband? And your son? It might help us figure out who's doing this.
They are probably coming for us next, you know.
Why would that be?
We shouldn't tell you. When we all came back for Michael's scholarship dedication, and your son went missing, we figured out many terrible secrets. Just tell us about your family. What were the circumstances of their disappearances?
It happened at night. They said they had some business to take care of at the mall. You are welcome to all stay the night. There are plenty of empty rooms in this house. I would like the company.
Would you mind giving us a second to talk? That information will really help us in the morning. We will head to the mall in the morning. Would you mind taking my daughter with you? So it seems like her husband and son were heading for Freddy Fazbear's. We really shouldn't go at night. That's when the animatronics are active. We will find clues.
That sounds like a good idea.
Did you know that I've been looking for you for a very long time? When I heard about your animatronics, I knew you had what I was looking for.
No. I did not.
We are cousins. Our grandfather passed down 3 toys to his children. And then, these objects were passed to us. If I am correct, you have the puppet, and I have the balloon boy.
That is certainly very interesting. Can I see it? You are turning out to be a very useful addition to the Fazbear team. Imagine what we can do with the technology from both toys.
Oh my friend. That was exactly what I was thinking.